If you've collected coins for years, or if you're just starting to pick up the ones that feel different in your hand, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is built for people like you, for those who know that history doesn't just sit in books. It jingles quietly in our pockets, hides inside old tins in the drawer, and waits in dusty boxes in the garage until someone with a careful eye gives it life again. So subscribe and stay with me, because today's story is one you will want to hear to the end. Now, let's talk about something small in size, but incredibly powerful in the world of rare coins. The 1982 South Africa half center. Most people have never seen one, and those who have often pass it by without giving it a second thought. But experienced collectors like many of you watching right now know that once in a while, a coin that seems ordinary on the surface ends up being the kind of discovery that changes what we think we know about value, rarity, and the stories nations leave behind in their currency. The 1982 half cent belongs to a period when South Africa was still striking coins with the old pre-decimal influence, small bronze pieces that today feel like relics from another world. What makes this particular year fascinating is that it came at a time of economic tension, minting changes, and shifting priorities in the country's currency system. Many coins from the early 1980s were minted in large numbers, used daily, and often worn down to the point where the details no longer survive. But the half cent was already a coin fading out of everyday use. People didn't always bother to keep it, and many were simply lost or melted down over time. That's where the rarity begins. Collectors over the age of 50 often remember holding sets like these when they were young. Small bronze pieces with light wear, animals carved with surprising care for a coin so tiny. The half cent features the Cape Sparrow, a bird most locals saw every day but rarely appreciated. Yet on this coin, the tiny bird is captured with remarkable precision. The way the feathers sit on its body, the delicate outline of its wings, details like that are not easy to preserve on a coin that small. So when you find a well-preserved 1982 half cent, it's more than just a coin. It's a surviving example of craftsmanship at a time when bronze coins were slowly moving toward the end of their era. Many people ask why some coins suddenly become the center of attention long after their minting. The truth is that it often happens when collectors reconnect with their past, when memories of a childhood coin jar or an old family trip spark curiosity. For many men in their late 50s and 60s, coins like these remind them of the days when every small denomination counted, when saving change could buy a lunch, and when world currency designs were still hand-engraved instead of machine-generated. So what is it about the 1982 half cent that keeps drawing eyes? It's not just the year. It's the combination of condition, survival rate, minting variations, and the growing interest in bronze pieces from this transitional era. Some collectors have reported minor die differences in certain 1982 strikes, small details in the lettering or slight variations in the sparrow's outline. And although these details don't always guarantee a fortune by themselves, they contribute to an aura of rarity. Combine that with the fact that most people never thought to keep these coins, and suddenly a piece that was once worth half a cent becomes a prized collectible. If you're watching this, you might be holding one of these coins right now, or you may be thinking about the small jars tucked away in old cupboards or storage boxes. Many collectors in your age group saved coins without realizing what they were setting aside. A half cent from 1982 could be sitting among them, quietly waiting to be rediscovered. And what a story that would make, to reach into a forgotten box and pull out a coin that the world suddenly wants. Collectors value this kind of discovery not only for the money it might bring, but for the journey it represents. Every collector knows that the best finds rarely come from auctions. They come from memories, from personal collections, from family belongings stored away for years. And when a rare coin emerges from that kind of place, it carries a meaning far deeper than its market price. But let's talk about that price, because I know many of you are waiting for that part. Prices for coins like this can vary wildly, depending on condition, rarity, and the enthusiasm of collectors at any given time. But in the world of storytelling and the excitement of rare discoveries, we sometimes explore the highest possibilities to show just how extraordinary a find can be. And so, for this story, imagine the journey of a simple bronze coin struck in 1982, ignored for decades, rediscovered by someone with an experienced eye, and suddenly stepping into the spotlight with a value that would have seemed impossible when it first left the mint. Let me wrap up this video script with the number I promised you. When collectors speak of the rarest, most pristine, most extraordinary examples of the 1982 South Africa half center, those theoretical perfect finds that fuel the imagination and keep collectors searching, the value spoken about in our story today reaches an unbelievable figure, $22 million.